Okay, let's move on to the second segment, NS, where we actually started to grow up, I guess. And I got to say, I'm not sure if you share the same opinion or not. I think you do, but I got to say that I'm really quite lucky uh, to have been inserted into the team that we are with, our team Bravo. It's a very good team
Mm,
compared to the other teams that I'm aware of, and how they work. I mean, nothing particularly wrong with the other teams. I just feel like I'm in a really good team. It's perfect for me. What do you think? Our
I think it might
supervisors.
be a bit of biasness since that we are in the team that we are. For me, I worked with two other teams before, and honestly, there is pros and cons in every team basically.
Okay, I guess the reason why I like our team a lot more, as you said, it's a subjective opinion, is because I'm working on a project there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it couldn't have been started even on my own initiative without the support of our immediate supervisors, because they are the ones who brought us to their bosses,
Mm.
who then said let's hear it, and then it started, right? So like
The support was there
the
for
support
you.
was there, like, they were more than happy to say, come, let's go and meet the upper, slightly upper management supervisors, and they were quite interested in what I were quite interested in my suggestions. So that's what kickstarted the project. That's why I feel like it was good now. All right. So for the next segment, and that's where we actually grew up, we want to talk about the role of discipline, friendship, leadership, and responsibility. Four very big words, but I think these four words are like four pillars that encompasses our experience.
Mm.
So what's your opinion on this, the role of discipline, friendship, leadership, and responsibility? Let's break it down for the audience.
I think I think friendship is probably what brings you to the
What?
end. You could say that. I think it's responsibility and
And
also fear.
for us, it's okay. So a little insider info is that we are in the police force. I think that's safe to say lah. We're in the police force, right? We're not in the armed forces. So ours is national security. So the responsibility, although our job is at quite a basic level, our job is still as important as any other job in the police force. Yeah. So responsibility, yes. What about discipline, friendship, and leadership?
I think discipline is also a very important aspect being part of the police. You are dealing with the public, you're also in the eyes of the members of public. You have to represent yourself in a certain way because you're also representing
The
the
organization.
force. Yeah. And you have to instill a level of discipline whereby you're no longer a kid. You know, whatever you do has consequences, and other people may or may not get involved as well. So, in a sense, you could say that you are not only responsible for yourself, but also for others. And that's where the leadership aspect comes in, Whether or not you take leadership roles during the whole national service is basically irrelevant as long as you are putting in the effort, you're uplifting yourselves and others around you. You do your job, and overall, yeah, it's the transition period of becoming a man. You say suddenly, not only that freedom is taken away from you, but it also gives you a sense of belonging. Suddenly we are back in, you could say, secondary school,
The
where we are
team
wearing
the
the same
team
uniform.
the team has
Yeah,
become a sort of second family lah.
yeah. It's like you see everyone for the next 2 years. Then you build strong friendships. I've heard from friends who have wadi already, where they still are in contact with their NS friends many
Definitely.
years onwards because of the bond they created. Maybe it's through the pain and suffering, but
uh,
I
the
digress.
the pain and suffering part is more. I mean, to me, it was more HTA. That during
Mm.
the 3 months of training camp.
Mm.
I won't go too much into it, but I shared with you.
I heard a lot of things.
Yeah.
Not very pleasant things.
But yeah, okay, okay. Like, cause the discipline trick, the real everyday discipline trick for NS, right, for our particular job, is we have to wake up very early if it's day shift, or we have to really know figure out how to survive the night if it's night shift. And for
Mm.
HTA back in training camp, we have to wake up very early, 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning, because
Yeah.
we have a very clear schedule to follow, and we cannot screw up at all, or well, we're screwed.
9 hours had it rough. Suddenly, around 10:30 or so, the night's out. And you have to wake up at 5:30
Mm.
before a long day of tough training.
I can say that I can say for both of us that NS has humbled, reshaped, matured both of us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think the good way to put it is the discipline, yes, the responsibility also, good point, but combining all for discipline, friendship, leadership, and responsibility, I think it can be combined into a very good level of maturity.
Yeah,
The
maturity was,
maturity is the word.
yeah, holding yourself accountable.
Mm. And holding yourself to certain standards so that people in the outside world, in the real world, um it's very important to have that, because like not everyone cares about you, simply put.
Mm,
Not everyone cares about you. And and at the same time, not you don't need to take like everyone's opinion into account, but you also need to be able to take criticisms and feedback in your in our work life, right? Like, for example, if you do something during our shift period, for our job scope, which I won't go into, if we do something wrong, we'll get scolded, unless it's like a really big thing, which hasn't happened yet. Otherwise, if it's a tiny thing, then
let's keep it that way.
then we should be fine. There's a light scolding.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
And I think our supervisors are very easygoing in terms of the teaching part. Like, if we make a mistake, they just they scold us lightly. They make sure that we learn it, but then they scold us in a way that we definitely understand our mistake, and we correct it, and we make sure we don't repeat it again, sort of thing. They sort of figure out how to communicate with us in that way, that we go through that process.
Yeah, they're pretty understanding, I would say.
Yeah, pretty understanding, that's the word. Any memorable stories for training camp or in our team to share?
Oh,
Need not involve me. If
I
you
mean,
can
compared to
just.
you, I had a great time in HTA. I think it was definitely the friendship that carried me through the training. You
Oh,
know,
my squad was.
I mean, every squad has their issues, their internal
No,
issues.
what I feel like problem with my squad. Actually, never mind, I won't say it now. I'll cut that part out. Because never mind. Your Yeah. What more about your squad? What were you
I
saying?
think you had it rougher because you were the squad leader. So automatically, you were like the least popular guy probably in your squad, or like the most hated.
I had a lot of unwanted responsibility,
Yeah,
and
I think yeah,
like,
you could say they are little minion, having to do whatever Bruce tells you to do.
I don't want to go into that bad memories. But your squad sounds nice, so cool.
I mean, we have our differences because I was part of the JC batch.
Hmm.
I only had maybe one or two other poly uh, NS man in my sport. So it was a good eye opener to mingle with them. Honestly, previously I thought of them as more of nerds,
Mm.
just bookworms.
What do you think of me, nerd?
I mean, you're from poly, man. I don't think you're a nerd.
What do you think I am? Put a word to it then.
I think this is a word that me and you agreed on that kind of represents both of us, which is unique.
Okay, okay, we can go with that. Unique, yes.
Unique. Or even
Oh,
you could say weird.
no, not
Weird
weird.
to some people.
Maybe we can say oddball.
Mm,
We are
that's a good
oddballs,
word.
but there's nothing wrong with being an oddball. There are
Yeah,
very few oddballs nowadays.
most special people are oddballs.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, to summarize a bit about what we just shared for the audience is emotional growth, which involves confidence building, pressure, and resilience. I myself had to build a lot of resilience and under pressure and build confidence in to deal with the squad, deal with supervisors back in HTA, back in training camp, and though I shall not share too many details, in its own way, it was a very much needed enriching experience. If I didn't face it then, I would face it in the future, and maybe I wouldn't be prepared, but now I will be,
Mm.
right? So yeah, okay. Mm, do you think we were very different between enlistment day and POP day?
Yeah, definitely. I think closer to POP, we could sense our freedom coming back to us. And we were kind of used to the environment. I remember initially when we all joined, we were probably more timid and scared. Our freedom was taken away from us. We had that
Everyone
strict,
was like living like
yeah.
a herd of soldiers, like monks. Oh, NS for international audience, NS means that you gotta go in bulk
Mm.
and shave your
All of
head.
us were, all
Actually,
of us
right?
did the same.
Actually, contrary to what a lot of people said, I didn't feel much when I had to shave my head before I went in for enlistment. In fact,
Same.
I began to appreciate it because all the workout and sweating and everything that we did, right, and the very little amount of time we had to shower, right, being bald was useful because we can shower
Yeah.
very quickly, dry very quickly, and then go to sleep
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it didn't mess with our skin and everything when we sweated during the day
Yeah, I actually low key enjoyed being bored. It was
for the
quite
day,
liberating. Like
yeah.
when the wind blows on you, it's like
It's
really
so good,
cooling,
man. It's so good.
especially during in the Singapore heat.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that's NS where we actually grew up. What's one NS lesson you still apply today?
I think being adaptable and having good social skills. Because now that we're in our uni life, we are working with regulars, people who have actually part of the force for whatever many years, 10, 20, 30, approaching their retirement. So they have the knowledge and the skill set, but because they are much older than us, they are from a different generation. The way that they communicate and work might be drastically different from us. So it's really important that we learn to adapt and be like a sponge to soak up as much information we can from them. And maybe the way that they communicate uh, could seem as how to say disrespectful to some, even though they don't mean it. So you have to kind of push away that side or like accept it for what it is, and try to see the lessons they're trying to give us.
That's an
Because
interesting perspective.
definitely all of us have people we don't enjoy working with, even in our team, you could say. But it's important that we keep the gears running, as a team.
Mhm.
teamwork is really important. You can't really solve anything being a one-man army. Even for your project, you had to receive support for it, right? Same goes for probably our work that we do.
Mm.
Don't share too much, but I think the definitely the social skills. I bet will also carry on when we reach university and
Our
working full time.
careers lah.
Yeah, basically. What about you?
What? Same question to me.
Yeah.
What's one lesson and that's lesson you still apply today? I guess it would be a sort of branch of adaptability. It's
Mm,
my ability to deal with difficult people. When you still have to get something done, but you need to deal
mm,
with difficult people and get the thing done. You need to know how to do that. It doesn't come easy. So that's one lesson that I still apply today in many different situations, and that I'll carry with me for life.
mm.
Yeah.
Hopefully your balloon won't burst, the feed of anger that's given to you dealing with these people.
Then never make a good man with a good heart that angry. Otherwise, when he decides that he can't take it anymore, that's dangerous. Versus a guy who lashes out all the time, that's actually less dangerous. A good person who keeps it in and close to blowing up one day, that's dangerous. So never piss a good guy off, people. Never piss a good guy off. Yeah. It's a quote I saw on YouTube a lot. The most dangerous thing is pissing off and annoying the hell out of a nice person, a good person,
I
because
guess
they
it's not
they,
with
they
you
will
then.
just keep it in because they will be like, okay, it's all right, okay, it's all right. But then one day it will accumulate, and then bang.
Everyone has their limits, Everyone has their
Yeah,
limits.
no, not everyone's a saint.
Mm.
And patience is rare commodity, and it's
It's a virtual.
limited. Yeah, patience is a virtue. I keep telling myself that when I'm about to run out of patience during in a situation, and I keep there's a very simple method of counting up or down to 10 to 1 or 1 to 10, and asking yourself
Mm,
10 seconds later, you still want to do it? And then you'll probably say no, because you should not make the decisions when you are angry. Otherwise, they will not be the right decisions.
mm.
Yeah, I had to learn that in an interesting way. So it sticks with me.